That's worth killing somebody over. And by the way, that's because of white privilege right there.
Yep.
So.
Oh man, this could end up being a short show. I'm fucking tired again. But this just don't. Whenever someone comes up to your window yelling like that, just close the window.
Yeah, that's it. And when they come into the fucking store, you call the cops and you walk away from the counter.
Lock the doors. Do whatever you can. Don't go outside and engage these people. You're just gonna die.
Yep.
Smarten up.
Yep. I fully agree. Yeah.
Why are we at this point now where human life doesn't mean anything, but we're all wearing masks so we don't hurt each other, but we can shoot each other openly and freely every day? It makes no fucking sense.
Nope. This is why the U.S. just needs to burn. It just needs to. The country needs to cease existing. It just needs to stop. Nothing about anything that they're doing is good, is right, is smart, makes any bit of sense. Everything they do is just stupid, and the whole country just needs to just cease existing.
I don't know. Pixar movies are still pretty cool.
And how much of that comes out of China? Just saying. There's this amazing home video or CCTV camera. What the fuck you did? From an Italian art museum, where this Austrian tourist there's like all these marble statues. One of them in particular, he's sitting down. It's a 216-year-old sculpture, and the fucking dude is sitting beside it, and he breaks a fucking piece of it off.
Nice.
He was posing for a photo, and he broke.
That's why I don't go to museums.
He broke one of the toes off of the fucking statue.
That's why I don't go to museums. I would be that guy.
Same here. I would fuck everything up by accident. I don't want to be a part of that. But yeah, he ended up contacting officials to apologize and said, "I'm really sorry." And that's it.
Yeah, really. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. There's it's still up in the air whether they're gonna fine him or not. But I just it's just breaks off.
I think that's a good way to bring attention to the fact that we put way too much value on this old shit anyway.
Yeah. No, something that is definitely worth its time is a couple of treasure hunters found $130,000 worth of silver coins behind a British pub.
Cool.
And he just grabbed a metal detector, and they're just going around this area in a field behind a pub and discovered a whole whack of coins dating between the 15th and 17th century.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's amazing. So congratulations, guys. That's amazing.
I'm surprised that still exists, that like treasure hunters are allowed to keep that shit.
Well, there's a huge process you have to go through, especially in the UK, in order to claim it. Like even if you find it on, like if you're just out somewhere and you find it, you still have to. There's a whole bunch of legality shit that you have to go through in order to stake a claim on anything. It's not just as simple as just finding it. If it's on your property, a little bit easier. But if it's on somebody else's property, it's a little more difficult. But yeah, pretty awesome though. That'd be pretty cool if I made a bunch of fucking coins. So
I wouldn't tell anybody.
No, I'd just take it to an appraiser and that'd be it. I know how much you love Australia.
Big fan.
Big fan. Well, there's a pub in there. It's called the Yaraka Hotel. In Yaraka, it has a permanent population of 18 people. It's in the vicinity of Queensland. Inside, they posted province. Thank you. They posted a sign at the entrance stating that the town's local emus, Kevin and Carol, are no longer allowed inside. They've banned them for bad behavior.
Oh, good.
They've been stealing things from guests, especially their food. They stick their heads in and pinch toast out of the toaster. But the big reason is because they shit all over the floor.
Well, it's good to know in this time of worldwide crisis that you've got really important things to deal with.
I mean, if you only have a population of 18 people, this is pretty big news, I'd have to assume. They're like local celebrities.
Are they wearing their masks?
No, they are not. No masks at all. Not in the slightest.
Pretty hard to guess who brought the COVID when you've only got 18 people.
Right.
Wait a minute, who brought the COVID? It was the 19th guy. Fuck.
It was Kevin and Karen, the fucking emus. Fucking emus. It's just amazing.
That's some big world problems you got there.
Right on.
I'm glad that made the news. That was much more important than anything that's going on right now.
Well, I have something just as equally important that hit the news. You know Nando's restaurant?
I hate Nando's with the fiery passion of 1,000 suns.
Well, I'm going to give you another reason why to hate them. Because a Nando's in the UK, a guy had ordered a whole bunch of food, like $80 worth of fucking food.
Which is 3 items, by the way, at Nando's.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty fucking expensive there. And he gets the food home, and he's opened up and eating up his fucking his French fries, and he gets to the bottom, and there's a deep fried moth at the bottom. Oh. Ew. So there you go.
That's just grubby. Yeah, I can't afford Nando's. That's one of the reasons I hate them. Their food's delicious, but it's tiny and costs a small fortune.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So
I was still weirded out. No, he took pictures of it and then contacted them, and they're in discussions on what to sort of do about it.
Give the guy his money back and shut up. Why is this news? Like, I had a salad full of spiders at Red Robin 10 years ago. I got my money back. I laughed. It wasn't fucking news. Let's go solve some problems, people.
I had a pizza delivered from Pizza Pizza. When I opened up the lid, the whole fucking lid was covered in baby spiders. They went all over my kitchen. It was
grubby.
It was very disgusting. I contacted them right away, freaking out about the whole thing. And the manager came to my fucking house within like 10 minutes. He was there. And he comes in, and I'm showing him there's like just dead spiders all over the fucking counter, all over the fucking wall, the cupboards, inside the box. You can see the nest inside the box. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go make you a bunch of pizzas right now, and you guys get free pizza for like life. Well, he gave me free pizza for a year, unlimited, whatever I wanted for pizza for the year. He ended up calling us up about a week later to thank us for this because they ended up finding a secondary nest in another stack of boxes. So they got rid of all the boxes, ordered all new ones, cleaned them up, and they were very thankful. Didn't make the news.
Yeah, wouldn't want to eat another fucking pizza from that place. I don't care how much you paid me.
I still did. I don't care. I'm not that picky. I'm a fat man. Free pizza? Fantastic.
Couldn't do it. I've never been back to Red Robin.
Because they served you spiders?
They served me a salad full of spiders.
So gross.
It was some bad batch of lettuce they got from somewhere or whatever. But either way, I don't care. I can't go back there. I never will. Yeah. That's a once-in-a-lifetime deal for me.
Yeah. Not me. I've never had an incident since, but yeah, I thought that was funny. No, this is something that Eric and I briefly discussed before we started the show. But there is a team in the Czech Republic that is going to create the world's first play written entirely by robots.
That's just crazy.
The reason for this is because they are celebrating the 100th anniversary of Rossum's Universal Robots, a 1921 play by Karel and Josef Kaprik. That's credited for originating the term robot. So what they've done is now they have this amazing looking robot that is that is going to be writing a story. So the original story was about men creating a robot. So and talking about writing all about the robot and everything else. So they've created this robot to write a play about men.
I wonder what he's going to come up with.
It'll be very interesting. I'll be sure.
It could be really nasty.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. It depends on what information they feed into it. But so far, he said the team is working with artificial intelligence models that were previously successful in generating pieces of text, including poetry and dialogue. So they're hoping that by September, they'll have the script finished by September to give it to a theater group so they could have a full-fledged production start in January of 2021, which would be the 100th anniversary.
I would actually be very interested to look into that and see what it comes up with.
Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I'm actually excited for this.
That is a really freaky robot. It scares the crap out of me, actually. It's way too smart for its own good. It learns at a ridiculous rate.
Well, have you heard these songs that people are putting into? They create a fucking robot, like basically a computer file that, like, here's every song by AC/DC, and then it writes an AC/DC song.
Yeah.
And then they did the same thing with, like, Metallica. It's unreal how much it sounds like the band and could be one of their songs. Like, it's just, it's very impressive. So if you feed this thing full of, scripts and things like that and facts about whatever else, you feed it with a bunch of information, I'm sure it'll come up with something weird.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's how it interprets that information. That's what's scary about how fast AI is developing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's terrifying, and I think it's not a good thing. I don't like it. I'm fascinated by it. It's interesting. I love my Google Assistant. I love how it learns from me, or Cortana or whatever. But it still scares me how quickly they can just turn it around on us.
I don't use that at all. I just don't. If I need to find something on the internet, I will type it in. I will not ask my phone to do it for me for some weird. I don't know why. I just won't. I just don't want to. Which is strange because for years growing up, I always dreamed of having a fully automated house where I could just walk in, tell something, and just walk in the door, and the lights would change, and whatever else would be set for everything that I sort of want, and I could just walk around. Hey, do this. Hey, do this. And it would do it. Now you can, but I don't want any part of it now.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's mainly because my vision of it was a self-sustained system where everything now is all linked to another company. And I think that's where that difference is. I want it just self-sustained. I want linked to anybody else. I just want it for just in my house, just for me. No outside interference whatsoever.
Yeah, that's not quite possible.
No. I'm sure it's possible, but I don't have the money for it.
It's all got to be run through something.
Well, I know that Bill Gates' home. One of the interesting facts about Bill Gates' home is many years ago, one of the things that he was doing was when people would come to visit his home, he would send them this massive questionnaire. And they would answer all types of questions about lighting, scenery that they like, all these types of things. So then when you go to his house, he gives you this microchip that's got all your answers put into it. And as you walk from room to room with Bill Gates, everything changes to your preferences.
Right.
Which is, I'm like, that's really cool. And I'm thinking, that's really invasive. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, completely. But it's still run through like an Alexa type thing. It's not just his own centralized.
Well, I don't know, because at the time, this was before all this big stuff was running. This is long before Google exists and all that. So I would be interested to know if it was just a closed system for just his house, sort of thing. And then now everything just runs through a giant conglomerate. But that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
So, very interesting.
We'll see. This will be an interesting play. That they stole my picture of a robot for their story, and that's weird, but...
And I love that it's sitting in front of a typewriter. It's the greatest thing ever. It's a computer sitting in front of a typewriter typing.
That's what they do.
It's just amazing. It's just so good.
I better get credit for that photograph, though. Or I'm gonna be.